Alright, today we're changing the oil on a 2003 Chevy Astro van, aka Chevy Safari. Alright, first thing first, you want to open the hood, which is located on the driver's side, right beside where your emergency brake releases. So right here is where you pop your hood so you can check your engine and do whatever you need to do. And while we're here on a 2003 Chevy Astro van or Safari, this is the brake release. So if you ever have to use your e-brake, you just push this down all the way to the floor like that, and then to release it, you just do that, and you can see you make it come back up. Alright, so with the wood being propped, first thing first, what you want to do to find it easier for me, you want to jacky up and make sure you get it in a good location on the subframe. Forgive me if the sound quality kind of sound bad or muffled or windy. I don't know why, but it seems like winter come early. So jacky up, make sure you're supported by a jack stand, safety first. So come around to the front. That I'm a little piece of board I'm used for climb underneath the car and do my work. So with the hood open, this is basically why you see. So if you want to check your fluids or anything like that, here's your brake fluid over here, here's a power steering, here's your battery here, your fuse box relay. Underneath here is where your air filter is. And to remove this, if you want to check it also, you should check it every time you do your oil change, just to make sure it's not full of dirt, sun or dust. Basically you have these two tabs. You just basically clip them up and flip them back, and then back here you have some grooves. As you can see, these holes, these pinto pieces basically get pushed down into those. When you put them back on or when you're releasing them, once you release these clips, you just pull forward and up, and it comes up, and here's your air filter. So on this side you have your transmission dipstick and you have your oil dipstick. So when you're doing the oil change, just to be sure you don't miss that, you don't put no oil in it or nothing, you make sure you remove this so it kind of give you something to remember. And then back on this side, as you can see, this is the area where you pour your engine oil, and manufacturer say they use a 5W30 weight, but since it's a 2003, it's an older vehicle, so I'm gonna update the oil to a 1030 motor oil. Look a bit thicker because higher mileage needs a little bit better lubrication or thicker lubrication, so it can stay in all of the little small passages a little longer than a lighter weight oil would just basically trickle right down. So over here you have your windshield sprayer. You want to make sure say they have fluid in it. Go ahead and put some in it because it's almost empty. Then this side you have your coolant reservoir. These Chevys, I don't know if you can see that too good, but they use this pink Dex Cool fluid, very specific to the Chevys. Is very specific. If you use any other one, it might cause it to sludge up or kind of jelly up. This is basically a part of your AC. If you need to charge it or anything like that, you have your low side and then you have a high side. If I have that, no, you have a high side and your low side. So if you were charging it also, you basically use these two fittings with your AC machine. So we're going to go underneath now, and before I do, the tools you're going to need for this job, you might have different tools, but these are the ones I use. I have a long extending ratchet, I have a 15mm socket for the nut, and then I have a shorter one. And the reason I have two of them is this one if you find that the bolts are kind of hard to take off, you have a better leverage than the shorter one would. But I use the shorter one to put on back the bolt so I don't over tighten it, because I don't want to strip the hole and then you have a problem. And then I have extension and the filter too. So basically I'll show you once I get underneath the car what we do with these. So let's go underneath. Okay, so on the driver side there's a filter. So that filter wrench that I just show you, you basically want to apply it to like so. So it's going to grip it like that, and then you use any one of your ratcheting wrenches, and then you just basically remove that. And then on the other side here, 1 second, it's hard trying to maneuver with just one hand, but on the other side of your oil pan is the only bolt like this under here. That is a drain nut. So this is a 50mm. So what you want to do, you knock that loose. You have your catch pan to catch your oil, of course, and then you basically drain it, and then that's about it. So to do everything after you finish, you just tighten it back down, you put on your new filter, and then you go ahead and pour your oil into here. So again, this is a 2003 Chevy Astro van. How to change your oil. So yeah, later.